Welcome to Anatomy and Physiology, Chapter 3, a review of biology. This is video 3. In this video, we're going to talk about the last two types of movement across a cell membrane. And the third type is called mediated transport. So with mediated transport, we're talking about if we have channel proteins or carrier proteins. So something that helps things get across. So diffusion and osmosis were just a substance moving through the cell membrane. Mediated means that something helps things get through. These are very specific. So there can be one channel for one particular thing or one carrier. And usually when we talk about these, they are one of three different types of channels or carriers: uniport, symport, or antiport. And again, port is just a channel or carrier. Una, we know, means one. Sym, together. Anti, against. So that gives us a clue to what these mean. So uniport is one substance in or out. So that means that something either goes in through this channel or something goes out through this channel. Symport, two substances, same direction. So two things go in at the same time and both are required to move in or out of the cell, but they have to be going in the same direction. A good example of this is in the the distal convoluted tubules of the kidneys, which you don't have to know this example, but it's just giving you one, that all the glucose and all the sodium are absorbed back from the filtered blood. So all of it is filtered back in, and then your body dumps what it doesn't need into your urine. It is a symporter that takes it from the tubes that collect urine back into the bloodstream. So it is carried back in, but it has to be together. So for every molecule of glucose, there's a sodium ion that is transported back. Antiport, two substances, opposite directions. So as one thing comes in, something else goes out, and it happens at the same time. So you can think of these like doors in and out of a cell. This one, you have a one-way door. Things either go in or they go out, one substance. This one, two things have to go in or two things have to come out, and this, as one thing's going in, another thing's going out. These can also be passive or active. So passive, again, no energy. Active means energy needed. And if you haven't already guessed, the energy that we use for mediated transport is our friend ATP. So that is mediated transport. Our last type of transport is called vesicular transport. And this would be for bulk substances, so very large quantities of things that have to get in or out of a cell. And we form what are known as vesicles, which are basically a membrane-bound bubble, if you want to think of it, or a little sphere. So the actual cell membrane either it kind of pinches off, because remember we said it was fluid-like? So it actually pinches off. And I will have a video up of what this looks like so you can see it as an animation. But the two types that we have are endocytosis and exocytosis. And you might remember these from your reading or from biology. So endo means within. So that means that this one takes in bulk substances. And we can separate this based on what that substance coming in is. So if we have a liquid, it is called pinocytosis. And if we have solid material coming in, it's called phagocytosis, with the prefix phago meaning to eat. Exocytosis is removing things out of the cell. So if we want to get waste materials, or maybe the cell is making proteins and we have to get a lot of it out, we can actually pinch off and produce a little vesicle. So that is it for video 3.